Oh, really?
like at like 7 o'clock, and I slept for like 15 minutes, and it was not fun. I woke up
Yeah.
like 15 minutes ago, just like, oh my god, what's happening?
Yeah, I accidentally took a nap earlier today. Forgot where I was for a second. Didn't know what day it was.
Oh, shit.
Split second. Forgot we were even recording today.
The game wasn't meant to happen. Episode wasn't meant to happen. Yeah, our goalie's making it to our game tomorrow, so I can take my goalie stuff out of my bag tonight and get my player equipment in there.
You said your goalie is making it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He was like confused at one point of like, I mean, for whatever reason, they always schedule us on Mother's Day.
That is a little weird.
And so it's either schedule us to play on Mother's Day or schedule us to play on Super Bowl Sunday. And they would rather take the hit on Super Bowl Sunday and not have a game. But it's annoying because everybody's adults. Like even if you don't have a have a mother alive,
Mm-hmm.
there's other people in your life that still you celebrate Mother's Day for.
Right. It is very weird. Oh boy. Okay. All right.
Give it a sec on Twitch, and then we can get to talking about everything fun.
All the fun stuff.
And we got
Man,
up
the
after
the
we were eating, and they were only down like 1 goal. And I'm like, oh. And we started walking to Small World, and then it was 3-0. Just
ooh.
like, oh, very, very
Oh.
nice. Yeah, just okay.
It was a good one to miss.
Yeah, I can tell.
The Hurricanes social media person is having a fun time tonight.
You mean
And
having
Stormy.
Stormy have Gritty on a leash?
I mean, we don't know Gritty very well. He might be into it.
That's one way to put it, I guess.
The Hurricanes tweeted, "Have a safe flight," and then the picture says, "The gang flies to Cancun."
I saw the one of the Philly cheesesteak, and it was like with the
I
side
just saw
of
that
cheese
one.
or something.
Yeah.
All right, I got a couple seconds here. Okay, you ready?
We are.
Well, we are back talking about the attempt at Game 3 was
Oh, buddy.
was a game.
Definitely was a game. The weird thing is that the score was bad, but it still kind of felt like they were in it. Like they weren't good defensively. Like, don't get me wrong, that was their worst defensive game of the playoffs by far. They haven't had that bad of a defensive game since like the end of the regular season, in my opinion. Like that was pretty bad. So yeah, Ducks lose 6-2, and the first period was kind of the one that did them in, as they went down 3-0 in the first, and it was 3 goals on 8 shots. It was not great. So of course, people going at Dostal pretty early, and I mean I get it. We've talked about it a lot on here. He hasn't had his best year. But there's just so many goals that he's given up that I just feel like he can't really be blamed. At least in my opinion. I mean, I know I love the guy. Like I could be seeing it differently because I do like him a lot, but it's just the 3 goals he gave up in the first period, for example, I feel like the only one that I felt like he really should have had was the shorthanded goal that McNabb scored. But even then, he was really, really like he was screened pretty well. But still, you kind of want him to. Oh, maybe no. Was he screened on that one? I can't remember. It was a nice pass by Marner, and then the shot was just a perfectly placed shot. Maybe you have that one, but the other 2, you can't really blame them. The Mitch, we'll talk about it, I guess. But the first period, Shea Theodore scored because, of course. I mean, why not?
Ghosts of the past.
I forgot who left him wide open, just coming down the left side of Dostal there. But he had plenty of time to receive the puck, gather the puck, think about the entire game, think about intermission snacks, and
think about who he was going to say hi to on the way out.
Yeah, and just a perfect shot, a Shea Theodore shot, pretty much. I mean, we all know how well he can shoot the puck, and he did that there. So that made it 1-0. Eichel with the assist, Mark Stone with the other. Brayden McNabb with the shorthanded goal in the first period, assisted by Marner. The Marner pass was nice. It was a really nice, like behind the back pass to lead. He led the puck. He led McNabb right into the slot. Like it was a great pass with McNabb coming in with speed. Tough on Dostal on that one, and then the Marner goal to make it 3-0 on the power play. From Dorofeyev and Colton Sissons.
Like I can see being annoyed about that one because of how late it is. But again, it's like maybe don't put yourself in that situation to be on the penalty kill that late in the period, especially when you're already kind of down.
Right. Yeah, there was only 5 seconds left in the first period when Mitch made it 3-0. But yeah, Dostal made I think 1 or 2 saves. You can blame him for the rebound control. He has been a little shaky with that in the playoffs because this puck, the one that Marner scored, this puck before it reached Marner did go into his glove. Yeah, he wasn't squeezing the glove, so it popped right back out. But then I want to say he made maybe another save after that, and then the puck was taking a weird bounce, and Marner was chilling on the side of the net and was just there to put it in easily. So, I mean, you could be frustrated with the rebound control and everything, but your goalie can only be as good as everyone else around him. You want him to make these big saves, and he's done that. I know it didn't happen last night. Last night, everyone was kind of bad, so hopefully they flush it. He got pulled after the first, and Husso came in. Husso made some good saves. Were you able to catch some of the highlights and stuff? Were you able to watch a lot of it, or no? Did you just kind of ignore?
A little bit, but not much.
Yeah.
I mean, it's unfortunate that it's the second time he's been yanked now.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I at least how I see it is at least Quenneville kind of has the balls to do it instead of just being like, hey, let's let him figure it out. Because I feel like that kind of leaves it of you want him. Obviously, he's going to start game 4. It's already been confirmed. He's starting game 4.
He is.
But I can see it from that, hey, let's not kill his confidence. Let him kind of have the game, be upset, get it out of his system, and then come back for game 4.
Yep.
I know Savannah tweeted it last night. I'm glad we're in this position where it's really Husso having to come in the game and not Peter Mrazek.
Yeah, that was a good tweet.
I mean, Husso's no Dostal.
No.
But at the same time, you got to play better.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Good on Vegas. They're their stars are showing. Their stars are showing up.
Yeah, man. This was the Mitch Marner show. He scored the second period, had 2 goals, and they were both from Mitch Marner. He got his 5th of the playoffs at 9:19 of the second period from Shea Theodore and Brett Howden. Brett Howden seems to be having a pretty good playoff as well. And then he scored with about 2 minutes, 4 seconds left in the second period. So kind of another late one to give up. And that was his hat trick goal from William Karlsson and Ivan Barbashev. So Mitch Marner got his first career playoff hat trick last night. Not fun to see.
Yeah, it's kind of shitty when it's your team.
Yep. So
I mean, this needed to be in the back of their minds that Vegas has these guys that can do these things, and you kind of have to be on your game if you want to beat them. Because when they get on their game, they're gonna wreck your shit.
They will. And Mitch Marner was able to anger 2 fan bases last night with the Ducks and the Maple Leafs. So yeah, going into the third period, it's second intermission. They're down 5-0. It's just like, okay. Like my thought going into the third is like, can you at least score like maybe let's try to get like 2 or 3 goals in the third. Maybe you don't give up one and you lose 5-3 and you kind of fight back and you give yourself some confidence and maybe an easier way to flush this game. Beckett was able to score in the third. It was a very nice goal. He was like diving into the crease to poke in this rebound like he was playing like billiards. Like he was just perfect poke. Kind of remind me of Corey Perry. It's kind of a Corey Perry type goal.
We were in line for Indiana Jones, and I heard someone just go, "Yay!"
Really?
So someone in line was also paying attention to the game, but it was very. All I could think of was the Chris Paul meme.
Oh, yeah.
Cuts the lead to 30.
Yeah. He should have done a crazy celebration like that too. Hands up in the air. That was assisted by Killorn and Granlund. Killorn having a pretty good playoff, same with Granlund. So it's a good duo right there. And then Chris Kreider had a really nice goal from Troy Terry and Leo Carlson. That was Chris Kreider's second of the playoffs. He's been pretty quiet, but we talked about it last episode. We think he is pretty injured.
He has to be hurt.
He's got to be.
I mean, he's also old. I hate, I don't want it to sound like we're making excuses for him because he was in fact brought in for playoff pedigree and playoff experience. But it's kind of been a thing, I think, even before the playoffs, where you could kind of tell he's battling something. He's not the most fleet of foot guy, but he kind of looks a step behind. So it'll be interesting to see. I mean, I would hope maybe they have the means to maybe sit him a game if it means having him healthy for a little swing at the end of the series here.
Yeah, I wouldn't hate it if they needed to.
And good thing is Mason McTavish is coming back in the lineup tomorrow.
Yes, he is. That'll be nice. Kind of needed him in this one, I feel like. I don't think it would have made a difference just because of how bad defensively the game went for the Ducks, but
yeah,
the power play may have looked better because, again,
0 for 2.
0 for 2. Vegas went 1 for 3 on theirs. But yeah, the Chris Kreider goal made it 5-2, and then Brett Howden with just under 2 minutes left got the empty netter. How do you feel about a coach? I know it's the playoffs, so the stakes are higher, but you're down 5-2. How do you feel about pulling the goalie? Like, are you at the point where it's like, let's pull them and try to work up something? Or would you just be like, you know what, you guys did this. Let's just let it end.
I think it depends on timing.
Yeah.
I mean, he pulled them late. At that point, I don't really see the point of doing it. But this is the team that has randomly had these little spurts of offense at the end of games that has brought him back into it. Like, yeah, I don't think you're doing what you were doing in January, in May, in a playoff series. I don't know. I think it just goes to show that he trusts them to maybe go out there and try and do something.
Yeah, that's true.
But I mean, when the game's already kind of lopsided like that, I think it's a little naive to just do it. But it's early enough in the series where it doesn't look super desperate.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously being down a game again isn't ideal, but it's better to do this in game 3, I think, instead of game 5 or 6.
Yeah. Yeah, even like 6 or 7. You don't want to be doing that. So yeah, finished as 6-2. Shots on goal were 33-28 for the Ducks. Desert Shark in the chat on YouTube said that he has another picture for me to analyze. I did see it. It's weird. Not as weird as the urinal one, but this one is another weird one. I don't know where you're finding these pictures, my guy. I don't know if I want to know your search history. Zapper said it was a tough game. Very tough to watch. Very deflating. Ducks were okay in the face-off circle. I don't really talk too much about face-off percentage because I don't think it matters that much. But sometimes in a playoff series, especially when you have face-off in your own zone, they are important and they do matter. And I do feel like they've been kind of beat up in the face-off dot this series against the Knights. Wasn't too bad last night. They were 43%. Vegas
I think
was 56.
this also goes to show just the caliber, like the difference between the center depth. Like,
yeah, Vegas is deep.
I mean, I think it's to be expected that Vegas is going to kind of hold that edge. Like you'd expect a little bit better. But I mean, this game was kind of skewed heavy for Vegas.
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully they can come out tomorrow a little bit with a little bit more jump.
Yeah,
kind
hopefully
of take losing that big on home ice and kind of using that to hopefully play a little bit better.
hopefully.
Big hopefully, because I mean, to me, a game like this kind of feels like they're running out of steam a little bit. And I don't want to say that to like, you know, be a downer about it, but you can kind of see like they're gonna have to really dig deep for this. And I don't know, it kind of seems like of all these games, this is probably the shakiest they've played.
Yeah. And it sucks because I thought they started the game okay. I mean, the first goal was only a minute 6 in, but even when they gave up that first goal, they were out shooting the Knights. I felt like they had really good puck possession again. And it kind of just felt like game 1 all over again, where they had possession. They were controlling the puck well, all over the Knights, but the Knights would come down and just take advantage of the opportunity that they were given. The one little slip up on defense, the Knights would take advantage of it. And that happened again in this one. It just was a little more extreme than game 1. The one stat that I like to look at here, and I hope it continues, is hits. The Ducks had 53 hits in that game. I did not realize they had that many hits. It didn't seem like that watching the game, but they had 53 hits to the Knights 23. This is a team that you have to play physical with, so I do like that. But it's got to start translating a little bit more to the rest of the game.
It has to start translating into winning puck battles.
Yes.
Like bodying people off the puck. Because, I mean, you can hit them all you want.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you also look at it. I mean, Vegas had 20 block shots where the Ducks had 6. So like, they're good at getting in the way of stuff. So you're going to have to not only beat them to the puck, beat them with the puck, but also kind of find those lanes to shoot around them because they're just getting in the way of everything.
Yeah. But it'll be interesting to see how they respond. We've talked about it so much, how quickly this team has shown that they can learn game to game. So this one's going to be a big test in game 4. But we did talk about it with this. Derek Lee did tweet earlier today. If you didn't see it, we already said this though. But Joel Quenneville did say Dostal is starting game 4, which I think he should. You know, he was pulled in the Edmonton series, came back very strong. And you can't erase the game 2. He was outstanding in game 2. That wasn't a fluke. We know who Dostal is. This is his first playoff experience, the Stanley Cup playoff experience. And he's played so much hockey this year. I know you know you don't want to make excuses, you know, like we said with Kreider and everything, but he's played a lot of hockey, and this was his first year of being like a full-time starter. And
Yeah, it's
he
like
also had the
you
Olympics.
put into account the Olympics, having to play as much as he did there.
Yep,
It's a lot of hockey.
it is, and I do see some fatigue, and that could be leading to these the rebound control, just not being all there with it. But I'm excited to see him step into Game 4 and see what he responds with. Mason McTavish also will be in the lineup, and Derek Lee said that Quenneville. This was about Gudis. He said he's going to say that he's close to returning, and all he said is that he's closer. So nothing
I
about
can see him
Zellweger.
maybe coming in if tomorrow slips.
Yeah, and
I mean,
Lou said
again,
it.
kind of the opinion that maybe let's not do that. But
Yeah, yeah. I was
I
gonna say
mean,
Lou.
at some point, it's either that or you play Zellweger, and
Yeah,
they
yeah.
just don't seem very keen on doing that for God knows what reason.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just kind of where we're at, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
I do have a funny story about him from today. He came in the
Gudis?
store again.
Did he
No,
really?
Zellweger.
Zellweger.
Tried on
Interesting.
some skates
Nice.
for some reason.
Hmm.
And then, but he brought Huso with him.
Did he really?
He asked
That's
one of
cool.
my coworkers if we had the custom skates in the back, and my coworker was kind of being an idiot about it and was like, yeah, let me go check.
Mm.
And then came back out and was like, yeah, no, I don't have them. And he was just like, oh, okay. And then he just walked away.
Oh, okay.
And I come back from lunch and it's like, hey, Zellweger's back on the skate wall. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. And like, yeah, there's like some European dude with him. I'm like, what?
Some European dude.
Yeah, they're like, there's a nice Range Rover in the parking lot. I'm like, okay. And then he walked past. I'm like, oh yeah, that's literally the fucking backup for the team. And the guys are like, well, we don't know. I'm like, he fucking plays for the Ducks, dude. What the hell?
Yeah.
How do you not know him?
Should just start referring to Huso as some European guy.
I fucking guess. Just like, yeah, he was wearing a hat. We couldn't recognize him. Like, he's like 6'4".
And
Like,
you could tell he was European.
Individual.
You clearly could tell he was European. How many European
Like,
guys do you get
I finally
in?
understand like these superhero movies where they're just wearing like jeans, like a jean jacket and a hat. I guess the hat makes a big difference.
Yeah. He's got like the nose and mustache disguise with the glasses.
Yes, I would like one skate, please.
One skate, please. Oh boy. Desert Shark said Dostal should start. Vegas is the one with a goalie issue. They definitely have a goalie issue, but it's a different issue because I mean, obviously, I don't want to give the guy credit. I don't like this man, but he has played very well, and it's very frustrating because I think going into last night, he stopped like 95 of like 98 or 90, whatever the stat was. It was like 90 some saves to 90 some shots. Wasn't many goals ever since I think the game 6 against the Mammoth.
Mm-hmm.
It was something wild. So he's found a step, and the Ducks just need to keep. I think if the Ducks keep doing what they're doing, I'm not too worried. They have the offense. They know what they can do. We've seen it. I don't think against this Vegas team you're going to put up 6 and 7 goals like they did against the Oilers, but they got to get comfortable with winning 3-2, 4-3 type games.
I think that kind of goes back to just a problem from this season. Like if we kind of look at it with a wider lens, yeah, they were winning a lot of 5 to 6 games, 8 to 7 games. I don't want to say 6-7 because you already said it. But and like the games they struggled when they went on those streaks, they were losing by a goal, and they were losing small scoring games. And I think I mean, I hope that would have been an adjustment from the Edmonton series because that was just run and gun from the start.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's kind of, I wouldn't say it kind of reflects on Quenneville because, I mean, he's obviously the winning pedigree he has. Like, you can't exactly expect him to do something the first year and just instantly be the Blackhawks.
Right.
But at the same time, you would hope that he would have kind of that little extra insight to maybe get them to be like, we won that series, we won some big games there, but like, do the little things again.
Yeah.
And I just don't know if they're good at doing all of those together and keeping it small. They're a very,
It doesn't. Yeah.
we do this, we're all the way up here, or we're all the way here.
Yeah. We'll fix this, but it's gonna mess this up. Like we can't do both. Like I don't know what you expect us to do, my guy. But I do like the way that they were playing defense in the first two games for sure, and then go back to the Oilers series and the way that they were playing against a McDavid and like Draisaitl. Once they get back to that, I have a lot of confidence in them. They looked really good. Even like game one in this series when they lost, they looked good losing. This was their first loss in game three where they looked terrible, and it showed on the scoreboard.
I mean, it's good to have just this one kind of misstep that's very glaring.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be a problem if this was popping back up, like if this had happened in the Edmonton series.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden again, it's just like, okay, well, you finished them out, you won that series, but now we're back to square one. You guys are looking like you've never strapped skates on before.
Right. Yeah. So game 4 is going to be very, very interesting, very telling. You hope it doesn't linger. Got to flush it. They always say in the playoffs too. All the veterans that always talk about playoff hockey, they say that momentum doesn't really carry game to game. Every game is its own thing. It's very different. So hopefully that continues, and game 4 is just completely different, and they have no memory of what happened last night. Zapper did say no, Zellweger is a big mystery. I think I was more surprised that he didn't play in any of the games in the first round. This Vegas series, I kind of understand it, I guess, with the way he plays. With Vegas bringing more of a heavy type game to the series, they like to hit. They will grind you down. They got guys who will just kill you, win puck battles. You got to be stronger on your stick and everything. So I understand it. Zellweger's, I feel like he's a little light. I feel like he's easy to bump off pucks, at least at the moment. So I get it. But I wouldn't hate seeing him in this series just to see what happens, just to see what he can do. He's had a lot of rest. And with a team like the Ducks, where I think they're the only team in these playoffs that hasn't had like 2 consecutive days off during a series. Like everybody has had at least 2 days off at one point in one of their series. The Ducks have played every other day ever since the playoffs started. Outside of like the in between of round 1, round 2, they had like 2 or 3 days off. But so I don't think it would hurt to have like a really fresh defenseman in there. But we'll
especially
see.
if you're starting to notice like some of the other guys are struggling. I don't know, like the whole talk of, we just don't want him to play his weak side in the playoffs. Like these games matter.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, well, he's also playing in the NHL. Like it'd be different if this was like a Stan Solberg or like a Noah Warren or someone that came up. I mean, I would be concerned if they moved Tyson Hines onto his offside. Fresh in the playoffs. Like, yeah, you do that, it's a little cause for concern. But like Zellweger has had NHL action. Like,
yeah, this isn't a development. He
played year. Almost the whole season on his offside.
Right.
I don't know. It is a little confusing there. Like, I mean, at least to me, it says that Quenneville's aware of, hey, he should play the correct spot, and I just have guys I want playing right now. But for a team that has also thrived off the rush, he's a guy that helps with that. So
yeah, Definitely.
Maybe your rush game would be a little bit better with the fast guy.
Maybe. In my notes, I did say that better special teams are still a big need. So with McTavish coming back, hopefully that kind of helps the power play a bit. And then I said I'm hoping for a few tweaks in the lineup in Game 4, and we're getting that. We just talked about it, so that's at least good. I kind of want to see Zellweger in, but there's just no signs of it happening because the tweet from Derek Lee about Gudis, someone asked any word on Zellweger and Gudis, and Derek Lee only had a Gudis update, nothing on Zellweger. So
it's because him and the random European guy were trying skates on today.
Yeah, just trying on skates. I'm gonna be playing beach hockey like Comtois soon. Let's see.
We don't speak about that.
That guy's having it rough. I don't know what happened to him. What a free fall. ANA CJB 422 said over a 2-month stretch, you're eventually going to have a game to forget, especially when you're only playing top tier teams. It's very true. This isn't just a random game in January or December. This is the playoffs, and you're playing the Golden Knights, who have a ton of experience in the playoffs and some Stanley Cup winners over there. So I will say I do like the Ducks playoff path for these young guys to step in the playoffs and have to play the Oilers in the first round.
The Knights.
And then you get through them and then you play the Knights. Like, that's awesome. Like, I wouldn't feel the same if we were playing Utah in this round because Utah is so similar, I feel like, to the Ducks.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it still would have been a challenge just because Utah, I feel like, had a step up because the Coyotes were held back by being the Coyotes.
Yes.
It wasn't the on ice product. It was everything surrounding them. It was the arena. It was
dark cloud
management being what it was. Like, the Coyotes kind of had to step up into that, and Utah kind of inherited the good that came from all of that.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I wouldn't have said that it would have been like, it would have felt less deserved if they had beaten the Utah. But I understand your point of like having to play the big dogs. Makes a huge difference there.
Yeah. And then if
they come back, they win this series, you're having to play Minnesota, who would, not necessarily be in a familiar position because they haven't really. I mean, have they been to the third round ever in their existence? I think they've been like once or twice, right?
I can remember once because I think they played the Ducks in 2003.
That was 2003.
Yes.
So, I mean, this current iteration of them isn't going to have that experience. No. I mean, you've had guys over the years, or that play on that team that I would. Trying to think, would they have anybody with like that deep of experience?
They have Nick Foligno, but I know he hasn't been on a lot of good teams. That's like the oldest guy I can think of on that team at the moment.
Well, for the sake of the conversation, hypothetically, Colorado moves on like everyone thinks they are. Ducks move on, having to play essentially the three juggernauts of the West.
That'd be awesome for the young team.
It would be great for them because you get your ass kicked by Colorado, and it's just like,
Yeah.
But it's like a weird spot to be in because it's just like you don't want them to lose because they have gotten this far, but it's also not like anything to hang your head about because
definitely not.
You are having to play teams that have played almost triple-digit playoff games.
Yep.
In recent years.
And they're hanging with them, even with being down 2-1 to the Knights. Like they're hanging with them. But it'll be interesting to see how Game 4 goes because this is the first time the Ducks are in a situation here where they're down 2-1 in a series. It's not the same as being down 1-0. So now they're down 2-1, where if you lose, you're facing elimination the next game. If you win, you can completely change the series, and it turns into a best of 3 situation. So very big game tomorrow. Is there anything else you wanted to touch on with that game before we go into what's on tap here?
Not really. I mean,
No?
it's unfortunate that they
Yeah.
lost, but nothing to be super bent out of shape about. I mean,
Yeah.
I would like the one thing, and I'm not going to sit back and fan please here. So everyone needs to kind of take a breath. It's understandable. You're frustrated. You pay a lot of money to go see the Ducks play, and
Oh, yeah.
Dostal doesn't have a good game. Team doesn't have a
Mhm.
good game. It's not worth getting upset. It's not worth getting upset at Zach and Derek and Patrick
Right,
and
right.
venting your frustrations to them.
Mhm.
They have nothing to do with the team
Right.
not performing.
And I love the
It's it
passion. I love the passion.
yeah. I
But
mean,
there is a
it's
difference. There is a difference between passionate and psychotic. Let's stay on the passionate side. Our buddy Zach Kavanaugh should not have to mute his notifications or mute a tweet while he's doing his job. But we'll go into what's on tap here in partnership with Noble Ale Works. You mentioned the Late Arrivals podcast. When you get a beer, close your tab. You get 10% off on game days, home or away. And when the Ducks are home, Noble provides free game parking, and the Ducks are home again tomorrow. Game 4, Sunday, Mother's Day hockey at 6:30 p.m. Puck drop will probably be around 6:50 again, like it has been so far this series. So it's a big one. See what these guys can do. See how they step up after that performance in Game 3. And as always, if you'd like some last-minute tickets here to see the Ducks and Knights Game 4 at Honda Center, tell them where to go, Jake.
you will go to 714 tickets.
714tickets.com. Use our promo code LAPTICS at checkout for 10% off. No Lou today, so I didn't get to pick on him. Catch him off guard with the 714 promo.
Ask
Yes,
him where to go, and him just go, huh?
Huh? But yeah, so LAPTICS at checkout, LAPTIX gets you 10% off your purchase, 5% towards future purchases. And you're looking at 2 tickets, $148 a piece is your cheapest option in section 403. If you didn't know, 714 tickets is all resale, and they have no service fees. That's a big one. No service fees. And if you're just going to go solo, you're looking at section 403, 148 is your cheapest option. So not terrible. Not terrible. Could be worse. But it is a lot. Our discount can go a long way for sure. I know my my uncle got like $100 off with our code.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so that was cool. He had to buy 3 tickets though, which was a lot. But he got $100
Did
off.
they ever figure out what was going on with that, or is that a different uncle?
Oh no, it's the same one. They kind of figured it out. I think he's looking for a refund because I want to say someone found a loophole in the system or something and tried to scam him.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so hopefully that's figured out. But not cool. But he did save $100. So use promo code LAPTIX, LAPTIX.
Be vigilant. Don't get scammed.
Don't get scammed. We did forget to say at the beginning of this episode that LAP, Late Arrivals podcast, as always, brought to you by the Hockey Podcast Network. Forgot to bring that up because we were in our sad boy hours.
Hey, we both took naps today.
We did. We took some
just tired guys.
Yeah, I took some Saturday naps. Forgot where I was. Hockey Podcast Network. Follow them on all socials at HockeyPodNet. Subscribe to their YouTube. Check out all of their hockey shows. There's a ton. There are a ton. Great playoff content being made. A lot of watch-alongs if you're into that type of thing on YouTube. Neil, that does the Devils podcast, does a lot of watch-alongs during the playoffs so far this season. They're a lot of fun. If you want to check them out, go subscribe over there. They're great dudes. Let's dive right into our boys at DraftKings.
The Stanley Cup playoffs are here, and the DraftKings Sportsbook, the official sports betting partner of the NHL, has a new customer offer for you. You can bet player props, bet live from the opening face-off to the final horn. Every moment matters. New DraftKings customers, you can bet just $5, and you will get $100 in bonus bets instantly. So with no Lou, we actually have to look at these ourselves. Minnesota just won 5-1.
It's over?
It says there's about 2 seconds left in the game.
Oh, damn. Yeah, so Abs will be up 2-1 now. Damn.
But do you have Sabres at Canadians tomorrow? You have, let's see here, Buffalo is minus 245 on the puck line. They're at that plus half. Montreal is at plus 200. Money line is plus 102 for Buffalo, minus 122 for Montreal. For the Ducks, they are at minus 250. And Vegas is plus 250 or 205. Sorry, a little dyslexic here. But yeah, Lou usually does this, so
yeah.
All you're getting from me. I'm sorry.
The money line for the Ducks is a plus 102, minus 122 for the Golden Knights. And as I was looking at this, they updated and they already have Monday's Avalanche Wild lines. So the puck line for that one, the Avalanche are a plus 195, Minnesota minus 238. The money line is a minus 120 for the Avalanche and a plus 100 for the Minnesota Wild. You can do live props, quick hits. Looks like you can do a anytime goal scorer, which is always fun. Anytime goal scorer, you got first goal scorer, last goal scorer. If you follow the late arrivals on Twitter, if you follow us on Twitter, you know that we like our first goal predictions. So if you're into that kind of thing, we had a lot of people do that this year. You got a first goal scorer bet that you can put on there. So that's always fun. I like that stuff. I'm not too good with all the other things like the game lines and all that, but if you give me just like a quick little anytime goal scorer, last goal scorer, first goal scorer, sometimes they do the higher lower thing where this guy will get 5 shots in a game. You can do higher or lower. That's always fun. That's a little more easier. That's easier for me to kind of figure out. And if you're used to Victory Plus on DraftKings, they also have a last goal scorer. So if you've done the fun stuff on Victory Plus there, the Ducks last goal scorer, you'll be familiar with that. So you can do that as well on DraftKings. So that's fun. So if you want to do all this, you could download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code THPN. So you're ready for the moment. That's code THPN. Turn $5 into $100 in bonus bets instantly in partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER or 1-800-MY-RESET. New York, call 8778-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. Connecticut, call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino in Kansas. Wager tax pass-through may apply in Illinois. 21 plus in most states. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos. Limited time offer.
Crown is
The
yours.
crown is yours.
I have to say that because he's not here.
We said it at the same time. So yeah. Also follow on Instagram, Ducks Talk and Enchanted Sugar Co. Like we always shout out. Get your cookies at Enchanted Sugar Co. You can order at the link in their bio or send them a DM and get some nice goodies. Ducks Talk has all of your Ducks news, notes, and fun graphics. Go give them a follow as well. It's a great Instagram account for the Ducks fans out there. And I will look at the playoff bracket. And while I'm doing so, if anyone has any questions, I see we have Desert Shark got his questions in. He has a picture he wants me to look at and analyze. I definitely won't go as long as I did with the urinal one because that one was weird. If you missed that, go listen to our Game 2 recap and just go towards the end of the episode. And we will, hopefully I painted that picture pretty well for the listener. Hopefully you could see this urinal picture in your head. I really hope you got a good visual. ANA CJB said that even Colorado can have a bad game. No one needs to worry. Or no need to worry. I agree. Everybody has a bad game here and there. You just can't let it linger. And it's kind of like during the regular season where it's like, okay, you're going to have 1 or 2 bad games. Just don't let this losing streak reach like 5 or 6 or even 4. And you definitely can't afford that in the playoffs. So no need to worry yet. Let's just enjoy the moment still.
Can't go more than 4 because then you lose.
Yes. You can't really go on a 2-game losing streak really in the playoffs without having some trouble. So we'll start in the East here. Like I said, get your questions in if you have any for us while I go through the playoffs. Buffalo, Montreal is knotted up at 1 apiece. The Sabres, Montreal looked really good in game 2. That was yesterday. That was the game before the Ducks and Knights. Montreal beat Buffalo 5-1 to tie that series. It was pretty bad right out of the gate. Montreal jumped out to like a 2-0 lead almost immediately. So that's tied 1-1. Game 3 for Buffalo. Montreal is also tomorrow. They are the game on ESPN before the Ducks Knights again. So a little double dose in my household again. Carolina finished off the Flyers tonight in a sweep.
That was a pretty bad way to lose.
It was.
I feel bad for Vladar.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I really like Vladar.
I feel a little vindicated watching Drysdale kind of watch that going.
Sorry. So yeah, tonight the Hurricanes beat the Flyers 3-2 in overtime. So another sweep for the Canes. They swept the Senators in round 1. Now they sweep the Flyers in round 2. They're a perfect 8-0 in the playoffs.
First time in NHL history.
First time in NHL history that has happened since the first 2 rounds became best of 7. I think it was back in 1985 or something like that. 80s. I think it was the 80s.
Yeah.
Because they used to be the first round, I think, was a best of 5 back then. So,
yeah.
So yeah, Hurricanes, they won 3-0, 3-2, 4-1, and then both of their 3-2 wins were in overtime. So now they sit and they wait for their Eastern Conference final opponent, which will be Buffalo or Montreal. They're going to be waiting a long time.
They said upwards of potentially 10 days.
That might be a good thing for them, honestly. Maybe.
Let's go and rest for
a
week.
I did see a tweet. I think it was Shayna Goldman on Twitter. She said that, the Hurricanes get a lot of flack for not being able to go deep in the playoffs with the way that Rod Brind'Amour has them playing hockey, and it seems like they run out of gas in the second round, maybe even in the conference final, but mainly the second round. So maybe getting this time off will actually benefit them and let them get some rest and then get back to playing the way that they play hockey, and in a refreshed way, they might be more dangerous. Who knows?
I think everything kind of has worked out in their favor. Like, let's be real. There was no way they were losing to Ottawa.
No way. No way.
Philly, I thought was going to put up a little bit more of a fight, but they definitely looked like a young team.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of playing one of the big dogs.
Yeah.
I mean, the boogeyman's not here this year. The Rangers aren't in it.
No.
I kind of feel like if it was Tampa moving on instead of Montreal, like if Tampa had won that series,
I
kind of feel like Tampa would have maybe taken the series from Buffalo.
Mm-hmm. And then Carolina would have a little bit of an issue.
I kind of feel like whoever comes out of that series and plays Carolina is going to have a tough time.
Yeah, they're going to be. I mean, Hurricanes can't really be any more perfect. I mean, you go for you sweep both series. I don't know, that it's gonna be tough. I do feel like whoever they play, I don't think it'll matter. I think this is the year the Hurricanes get back to the the Cup final. It has to be. Like this is their best path to the Stanley Cup
It's just
final, so
gonna
they have to
suck
take
if
advantage.
they win with the uniforms.
I know. Can you imagine them winning it with? I wouldn't mind them winning it with the black hurricane flag ones.
That one's at
It's
least
the
been around where
yeah,
it's a
it's
known
okay,
quantity, but if we
but
had to
them winning in
see
the white, ugh,
parading around in the white jerseys,
that
ugh.
god damn,
Like no, bring out the old ones. Just
right? Jesus Christ,
guys have to have some extra somewhere.
Over in the West, we already talked about the Duckies. They're down 2-1, and Avalanche Wild just ended as we were doing our little DraftKings ad, and the Minnesota Wild were able to win Game 3 5-1. So that series is now 2-1 Colorado, with Game 4 happening on Monday on ESPN at 4 Pacific. So that series is weird. Game 1 was 9-6, and then the Avalanche won Game 2. Avalanche won Game 1 9-6. Game 2 they won 5-2, and then this one 5-1 Minnesota. So a lot of goals being scored. It kind of reminds me of the Ducks Oilers, which I didn't think would happen because I thought both goaltenders on both of those teams were going to be very good. But Falstead returned tonight and got the win.
Big guy stepped up. Kaprizov had 3 points. Hughes had 2.
Oh yeah, Hughes had a really nice
power play goals, which I think if Minnesota can kind of get firing on the power play and they can kind of hold Colorado at bay there, I think they have a good chance of taking a little lead here in the series.
Yeah,
does kind of suck that we had to lose Dallas so early this year.
Yeah,
like, I know it's always going to be the talk of the playoff format being kind of shit and depriving us of another kind of contending team like that to be in it. But
yeah, I mean, like I was saying, that Dallas Minnesota series could easily have been the Western Conference Final, like in a normal 1-8 playoff.
Normal, well thought out, better procedure.
Yeah. But yeah, that's it. Playoffs are rolling right along. It's been fun. There's a lot of good games, and the viewership is showing. Like a lot of games are breaking records this year with viewership on ESPN, and TNT's kicking ass with their viewership, which has surprised me.
Yeah. I just think it's always this time of year where they kind of lock in, and their commentating team not only does a better job than ESPN.
Yeah,
I think the overall product just makes it feel more like a playoff game.
Yeah, it does.
I don't know. ESPN, it's say what you will. It's just it's really rough.
I
don't even think it's a personnel thing. I just think it just is so all over the place. Like your intermissions all over. Yep. Games will randomly cut back. The whole thing with noise being suppressed. It's just
it sucks because I love the NHL being on ESPN, and I think it's very important for the league to be on ESPN. And ESPN has all the money in the world, and they have the ability to make it the best product, and the execution is just not there. And maybe down the line it can reach the potential. I don't know. The NHL is probably staying with them as well as TNT. So hopefully, maybe in the coming years, you just hope every year it gets a little bit better. And I guess we'll see. But that is it. That is the playoffs so far. Big game for the Ducks tomorrow. If you want to read I think Desert Shark had a question up here.
Do you want to look at the picture and I'll read the question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So his question was, do you think referees/officials need to be held accountable, i.e. suspensions or fines for calls that were missed or not supposed to be called? So there's things we never get around in sports news. I would say yes. If you really want to know where I find these pictures, shout out to Side Talk and Side Talk Sports.
Okay.
Great place to find them, we'll say.
Yeah, I'll have to check it out. Side Talk NYC Inside Talk Sports. Okay. I do believe that refs, officials need to be held accountable. I don't know if you want to do suspensions, fines, maybe. I don't know what they could do. I mean, those are probably the two biggest things that you really. It's probably the only things you could do.
Yeah.
I wouldn't hate if they just had to speak to the media after games.
I think it is like the first step. I just don't know if it accomplishes anything because I feel like people would still just be upset of like, okay, well, we heard why they did this, but
Yeah.
why is it just, oh, hey, sorry, I fucked up, and then it's just that, like, they're left. It's just left to be like, oh well, he apologized, sorry.
Yeah. There is something pretty annoying that the NHL seems to care more about their officials than they do their players. They protect their officials way more than their players.
Yeah. And
It's a little weird.
I think part of it just comes down to the fact that like that kind of connection that the players share with refs, you know, like you go back and you listen to old players do like podcasts and things, and they'll talk about like relationships they had with certain refs, certain players. You know, you have those guys that like your Sean Avery's where they're just like, oh, what was having Wes McCauley have to call your penalties be like, you know, and shit like that.
Yeah.
I think referees are held in a higher regard than say like an umpire or like a referee in like basketball. Just because like they also kind of have to be out there in as good a shape as you are to keep up in the game. I mean, I can kind of see why they would protect their refs, but at the same time, in a sport where everybody thinks that the whole league is out to get them, not having a way to even kind of lessen that is a choice.
Yeah. It's weird. I wouldn't hate to see something though. Anything really. Zapper said put them in the penalty box next to the arena entrance for the next game after too many missed calls.
Like part of me wonders if it's like a union thing. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe how like their contracts with the league are done. You know, it's just kind of in like in writing somewhere.
Yeah.
I feel like it would go a long way, but with how hockey already is and how it is online, I think you just are going to be left with more questions of like,
yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, they miss a call, and you have Wes McCauley go on and be like, "Hey, sorry, I fucked that up. I should have called that." And then people are just gonna be like, "Oh, well, fucking Wes McCauley never calls that, so why is now different?" You know, like
right.
It just
we need to get a.
I feel like it solves a problem, but causes 2-3 more.
Yeah, I agree. We need to get a ref on this podcast. I might have to reach
out. Dave Jackson, and he can just be like, "Yep, I would have called that," like he does on the ESPN broadcast.
I honestly, maybe we can get him. I have exchanged messages with him before. There is a way to get in contact. He has someone that I have to contact to check his schedule, I guess. So might have to do that down the line. That'd be interesting. It'd be a really interesting episode. So Desert Shark did send me a picture. So it looks like they're at the Cardinal Stadium, Arizona Cardinal Stadium. I see the red zone in the background, and there is a dude in a pink shirt with sunflower seeds, and the guy in front of him also wearing a pink shirt. Looks like the same shade. Wonder if it's the same exact shirt. It's got a collar and everything. Interesting. But he's covered in sunflower seeds. Looks like it'd be the Cardinals, but then there's a person over here. Looks like a Broncos. It's Broncos colors on this picture, and then there's another guy. It looks like he's in a Colts jersey. So I don't know what the hell is going on here. I don't know what game this is. It's like 4 different teams represented in this.
I mean,
picture.
Given the apparel, I almost think that this is like a college game.
It does kind of seem like it, huh?
But that is fucking wild to just be covered in that many sunflower seeds.
Yeah, why is it? So I'm not familiar with sunflower seeds. Are they sticky, like out of the bag?
No, it's because you put them in your mouth, and the guy's probably just spitting them out.
Oh, so maybe. Yeah, that would make sense.
Spitting them on the dude.
Because they're all the way. So the sunflower seeds are from his shoulders
His
all the
ass.
way down his back to his ass cheeks. Like, uh, wild. And they are just stuck to him. Wild. That's pretty gross, dude.
Yeah.
Wild behavior. This old man behind him with the sunflower seeds might need to get beat up, but I don't know the full situation. I don't know what this guy in front of him is up to. I don't know what he's doing, but I mean, elder abuse aside, I think this older gentleman might need to get beat up a little bit. Maybe scolded at. That's a wild picture, though. Always appreciate Desert Shark with the pictures. That's a good one. You kind of set the bar high, though. I don't know if you're going to beat the urinal picture. You came in too hot, buddy. You came in too hot. But that's about it, though. Any other questions? I don't see any, so we're good. That is Late Arrivals Podcast, round 2, game 3 recap. Wasn't fun. We move on. We flush it. If you don't follow us on socials, please do. At Late Arrivals Podcast, you will see that my post over there was a compilation of toilets flushing. So if you want to flush that game, if you need help flushing that game, go to sleep tonight to the sounds of toilets flushing. You'll wake up a better person in the morning. But you can find us on Twitter and Instagram at Late Arrivals Pod. Follow us on Twitch. Subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. Zapper said good night. Quack, quack. And ANACJB said we lock in tomorrow. We sure do. Let's lock in tomorrow. Good vibes. Light your candles. And we will see you Monday night for a Game 4 recap.
Flush your toilets, light your candles.
Yes. Fear the flock. Flush the toilets. Light the candles.
All right. Goodbye.
See ya.